10 games I'm playing on the Switch 2, day one. Welcome everyone to the Dr. Blue Duck podcast. I'm going to talk about my favorite 10 games that I'm going to be playing on the Switch 2, day one. Now, I really had to think about this and I really dedicated probably about 2 hours, like literally 2 hours, just brainstorming, looking through my huge catalog of Switch games and deciding which ones I'm going to be playing day one on the Switch 2. And the first one I came to, the one that I'm super excited to play on the Switch 2 due to the bigger screen, is Pokemon Unite. Now, if you ever played Pokemon Unite before, I know it's one of those mobile games, one of those cell phone games, but it plays so well on the Switch, just having it in that handheld mode where it just feels nice and good in your hands. It is a MOBA game that you can just play just a little bit here and there. And I love the idea of MOBA games, but as a gaming dad, and of course this channel is for gaming dads, we just don't have the time to play a MOBA game for like 25, 30, 35, 40 minutes. We just don't have that time. Well, I don't have that time. I'm assuming you don't have that time if you're a present father and you work and you have a full-time job and you want to be there for your wife and family. So Pokemon Unites is different because you have those shorts, 5-10 minutes matches. You can just hop on and you're given all these daily awards to add to your Pokemon and build your Pokemon index. So it's pretty fun in that regard. So it's one of those games where I don't really enjoy playing it on my iPhone, but I do love playing it on the Switch, and the Switch One is kind of running not at the speeds that I would want it to. So I'm super excited to play it day one on the Switch 2. Another game is Breath of the Wild because it's getting one of those updates and it's going to look way better. It's going to look way better. Now, I began playing Breath of the Wild when it first came out a long time ago, and I just got to the point where it was just hard. Okay, it was hard, and I hate to admit that, but it was hard. One of my buddy teachers, when it came out, I walked into his classroom during his free time, and I said, "Hey, how's..." And he was bringing his Switch to school and playing it during his prep period and lunch. And I asked him, I said, "Hey, how are you doing on Breath of the Wild?" And he said, "Man, I gave up on that game. It's too hard for dads like me." And I kind of get that. It does take some time. It is kind of like a Nintendo Switch Souls-like game to a certain degree. And of course, I have students, because I'm a high school art teacher. I talked to some of my students and they're like, "Oh yeah, I totally, play that game multiple times through." And it's like, well, that's great. So if you're a high school student and you can go home and you have no responsibilities and you just play video games for like 6 hours every evening. But for people like me, for people like you, the other people that watch this Dr. Blue Duck podcast, you probably don't have that time. So with the new update on the Switch 2, I'm excited to jump back into Breath of the Wild and actually try to defeat some of these beasts. I think I'm on like the third one now. I think so. I think it's the third one. And jump back into it to try to get the Master Sword and really, truly enjoy the Legend of Zelda from my youth that I grew up playing way back a long time ago on the original NES back in the 80s. Another game I'm thinking about playing, or planning on playing, day one on the Switch 2, is Metroid Prime Remastered. Now, I go all the way back to the 80s, where when everyone first began playing Metroid, they all thought Samus was a man at the very ends. The mask or hood comes, the mask comes off, a helmet comes off, and everyone realizes, oh my gosh, it's a girl, and everyone's minds are blown. I mean, that's how far back I go. Some of you know what I'm talking about, some of you don't, but Metroid Prime Remastered, it's kind of like one of those Halo games on the Switch, the closest we kind of get to that Halo style feeling of a game on the Switch right now. Maybe Halo will be coming to the Switch too, but right now we have Metroid Prime Remastered. It's a super fun game. I never got through the entire game on the Switch 1, so this is my time to hop in it on day one of the Switch 2, which is coming up really soon here. Another game, another game. Now, this one is getting an update to Mario Odyssey. That's the one where he has the cool little hats and he throws it around, which, hey, I think that's kind of a cool idea. I like hats, okay? Probably a lot of you like hats. Luckily, I have my hair, but a lot of dads out there don't have their hair anymore. So you just put on the hats. I'm just praying literally every single day of my life. I pray that God allows me to keep my hair. Okay. And I know it sounds maybe vain, but it's something I've been praying for years. And God has allowed me to keep my hair. Okay. So I'm just thankful. There's no guarantees that he's going to do that, but I'm still praying and I still have some hair. So, but this is the Super Mario where he has hats. It does all types of fun things. I've gotten pretty far in this game on the Switch 1. So I'm excited about the new update coming to finally finish this game on the Switch 2. It's one of those games I'm going to be playing on the Switch 2 day one. Another game is Super Mario Bros. Wonder. You might be thinking, well, that's kind of a newer game. It's on the Switch 1. Yeah, and it looks amazing on the Switch 1 as well. It's a super fun game. It's a game that I play with my family. I play with my son. And what's neat about it, if you are the Nabbit or one of the Yoshis, those characters don't take damage. So if you're playing with your 5-year-old son, like I do, he can be one of the Yoshis hopping around and they don't take damage. And my character, I could be Mario. Mario takes damage, but their character doesn't. So they keep on coming back and coming back. So it's a really fun game to play with your child. And of course, this gaming channel is geared for gaming dads. So I really wanted to mention that one. It's a great game too. It's actually a really enjoyable Super Mario Bros. Game. So I definitely will be trying that out on the new Switch 2 on day one. Now, Fire Emblem Warriors, Three Hopes. Now, this game's awesome. It's just a hack and slash game. You get on there, you get to play many different heroes and characters, and you're just hacking and you're slashing. This is a type of game that I like to play before bed because it doesn't take a lot of thoughts. You just get on there and you're just playing, you're playing and playing. Your eyes get heavy. Eventually you put it down and you go to sleep. So I'm excited to play this with a slightly larger screen on the Switch 2. So I'm planning on playing that. I love playing it on the Switch 1, and I feel like it's a longer game, so I still feel like I have many hours of gameplay left on Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Now, here's a game that everyone is probably planning on playing day one on the Switch 2. Can you tell me what it is? I know you guys know what it is. It comes with the system if you got the bundle, okay? And that is Mario Kart World, the brand new game. I don't know too much about it. I'm trying to not look too much into the videos and too much of the reviews on the Switch 2s, because when I open it up for the first time, I want it to be that new, fresh experience. So I've been trying not to watch too much online, but all I know is that Mario Kart World is going to be awesome because every Mario Kart is awesome. I haven't played a Mario Kart that has ever come out that hasn't been awesome. The original Mario Kart, I remember playing it at a slumber party. It's like the first time I had ever gone to a slumber party. A bunch of my nerdy guy friends, we all went to one of my buddy's house. I think we swam to midnight, and then we ate a bunch of junk food, and then we all played Mario Karts, and one of our buddies fell asleep, so we all played pranks on him, and that's pretty much what we did. Oh, we played Mortal Kombat as well. But I remember us playing Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo, and it was a blast. It was a blast then, and I know it's going to be a blast now. And I feel like this is a good game to play with my son because we can put it in the steering wheel mode, and all he has to do is just steer. And I think my wife's good with the controller, but I think she would like the whole steering wheel as well. So I'm going to have to find a way to order some of those steering wheels for the controllers, but I'm excited to play Mario Kart World day one. It's definitely one of those games I'll be playing on the Switch 2 on day one. Now, speaking about Mortal Kombat, the Mortal Kombat of the Switch of Nintendo, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. That is definitely going to be a game I'm going to be playing day one on the Switch too. I mean, who doesn't like Smash Bros? And I mean, there's so many characters you could claim as your main. Now, my main, if you guys haven't guessed it, is Blue Kirby. Okay, it's the closest thing to the Blue Duck. I know you were thinking, Duck Hunt, but yeah. But I like Blue Kirby. I love playing as Kirby, and that you can be Blue Kirby is just. I just love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm horrible at it. I am so horrible at it. Man, I'm pretty horrible at gaming overall, but I love it. It is my hobby. It's something I do in my free time. It's not my identity. That's not who I am. I don't rage if I lose. I don't get upset. It's just fun, guys. It's fun. And hopefully gaming is fun to you too. And hopefully your priorities are set on your wife and your children and your job and career and your family and your friends, and then gaming comes later down the road there. But gaming is such a fun hobby, and I'm excited to play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Hopefully it feels like kind of like a new game. I don't know why, but hopefully it feels like something new on that new Switch 2 screen on day one. Now, Pokemon, not Scarlet, Pokemon Violet is getting an update, and that is another game I'm going to be playing on day one on the Switch 2. Now, we know that the most recent Pokemon games, or even you go back a while, they just don't look good. They don't look good. They don't have to look good because they're sold to a fan base where people are going to buy it no matter what because it's Pokemon. Like me, I bought it no matter what because it's Pokemon, and I chose Violet because I like the color violet more than scarlet, but I know I like the whole theme, the more futuristic theme versus like the more rustic theme. So I went with violet. So Pokemon Violet is definitely a game I'm going to be playing day one on the Switch 2. I'm excited to see this update. I'm not overly hopeful on this update. I'm sure most of you aren't, but I am excited to try it. So the last game here, number 10. And this one I was kind of hesitant to put down because it's all the games you saw so far that I mentioned are pretty much kid-friendly, little kid-friendly. And this one is rated for teens, I believe. It's rated for teens, but it's a fun game. And it was originally a children's book, and that is Hogwarts Legacy. It's getting an update. Day one, I'm going to be playing it on the Switch 2. Now, I haven't gotten through this game completely, but the couple hours I put into it already, it looks amazing, especially it begins amazingly. And that's what I like about it is it just hops in and it's just beautiful. It's action. It's great. I'm excited to see the updates. It's one of those games I bought on the Switch, and I also bought on the PlayStation 5 because it's fun. I like the portability aspect to it, but it just looks amazing. And I needed the Switch to have it look better than it did for me to really take it in and fully enjoy it. So I'm excited that it's getting that update on day one. So those are my 10 games that I personally am going to be playing day one on the Switch 2. Now, I didn't just, make those up really quickly. I didn't do a Chat GPT, top 10 games I'll be playing. No, I didn't do anything like that. I literally spent hours going through my back catalog of games, all the games I have downloaded, the ones I don't currently have downloaded on the Switch. And I've done all this research. And those are the ones that I put a lot of consideration choosing the top 10 I will be playing on day one. Now, of course, there is an honorable mention. There's an honorable mention. And those who watch my live stream, sometimes I do YouTube, sometimes Twitch. I think I'm going back to Twitch now. Those who watch my live stream, which right now is every other Thursday at 8:30 to 9:30 Pacific Standard Time, you probably know what it is, my honorable mention. And it is Fortnite, specifically though, in this case, Lego Fortnite. I think it's going to be awesome to play that on the Switch 2. It's one of those great games you can play in bed. And hey, if you are a gaming dad like me, probably a lot of your gaming time is in bed before you fall asleep. And that's one reason why I'm excited about the Switch 2s because it is so portable and it's going to look so much better than the Switch 1. Now me and like a lot of people out there, yeah, I have my PlayStation Portal right here. It's amazing. It looks great, but every day for work, I have, maybe like an hour for lunch or so, and it really doesn't take me that long to eat. So during my lunchtime, I kind of like to game a little bit here and there. I'm a high school art teacher. It's fun to game a little bit here and there during your lunch break. We're allowed to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. And for me to be able to bust out my Switch 2 and just make a little bit of progress there, it's going to be really enjoyable for me. Now, of course, you can't do that on Fortnite and you can't do that on Pokemon Unite because they're online games, but all the other games on the list you can play in offline mode. And that's something that I am excited about. So what I want to know from you guys is, what should I add to this list to be playing day one of the release of the Switch 2? And what do you think about this list? You guys like these games? I mean, I kind of like them. I'm excited to play them. So if you want to be a part of the Duck Squad here on the Dr. Blue Duck video podcast, go ahead and subscribe, hang out with us. This podcast is not for me, it's for you guys. I want to build a gaming community of dads that have being gamers and being fathers in common, who can talk about their favorite games, who can share about their favorite games, be dads that encourage dads, or gaming dads that encourage gaming dads. So that is it. You guys have a good one. Be kind, use your minds, and game on.